Nom, nom, nom. Just don't talk right into the mic. That's why I'm trying to keep it away from my face. Oh, it's spilling on my jeans.
Melty.
Well, yeah, I had it up there for like 20 minutes because, on the Pikachu socks, bro.
You're getting a napkin. You're cleaning that up.
Yeah, bro.
Whose fault was it?
Wait, fuck. Which spoon is mine?
Damn.
No, this one.
That one's. Is that the one you just dropped in there?
No, that one's been up sitting like that. Mine just dropped.
Okay.
Just get a napkin, please.
From Mr. Broke Productions, and in association with Maximillionaire and Vice City Kingpin, present to you Life on Easy Mode. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Good
After
Noon.
children
of
The
corn.
we
are
Here,
because
James
Corden
finally
is
leaving
thank
Jesus.
fucking
Christ. Good
Okay.
afternoon,
Good
everyone.
afternoon. That was
welcome. That was completely unprompted.
That literally took all of our college brain cells
That-
to form.
college, bro. I went to a community college,
Yeah,
but
me
get
too.
it right.
Me too.
I'm the hood version of a college. So, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode. I'm not even in frame. Welcome back to another episode of the Life on Easy Mode podcast. Once again, we are back on the weekly grind of recording. Miguel's got
Yeah,
Pikachu socks on,
woohoo.
I just noticed. And his feet don't reek like green sewage this time, so thank goodness. But we're back. We got some shit to talk about.
We do.
How you boys doing today?
Good.
I feel like the only time I see you a lot because you sleep over. Well, you didn't sleep over this weekend, but I
Yeah.
feel like the only time I ever see, speak, or hear Miguel is on the
Is
podcast
on the
nowadays.
podcast.
I'm a senior in college. What do you expect?
Tell us how that is. You graduate in 2 weeks, right?
Oh
2
my
weeks.
God, holy
yeah,
shit.
I'm done.
It's May.
For
it's
my
May
undergrad.
1st.
Yeah. So it's like a to be continued.
It's a to be continued.
So where are you going for your masters?
I do not know yet. I got 3 options.
Oh, what are the options?
Let's
One
Oh,
is
you know,
France,
all right.
One is Sweden, and one is Belgium, right?
yeah, of course.
Yeah,
you know,
so
overseas, overboard.
But you did want to. Pretty sure, like you did want to do something abroad, right? At
Well,
one
I remember-
point?
Not anymore.
Not
Bro.
anymore?
Yeah, that was a while ago.
That was before COVID.
Yeah.
Now I'm just like, whatever.
That was like before I think we even
So,
were
but-
really into college. Like I remember it was like 2018. Me and you were like, there's like a program you found like we could go abroad to France or something or study
Yeah.
in Paris.
That was a Rick program though.
That's right, because I think we were still in high school because I was like, I think I might just be going
I
to
think it was at the
CC.
end. It was at the end of high school.
Yeah,
Like
like-
like spring.
Basically, like
Yeah.
we were getting ready to graduate.
But it is May 1st today, and that's scary because April
Flew by.
flew by like. Damn, that was April Fool's joke. It was the joke that April only lasted a week.
So
It really
did,
was,
So
bro.
did March. So did February.
Like, I think it just
Well, the nature's just, or Father Time's just gobbling these months up.
like you guys are already 22, and I'm approaching slowly but surely. Have a couple more months for that until my back pains really start to feel it.
I've been having back pain since I was 16.
Well, then you should get that
Same.
checked. You might need to get that checked. But it is May, and you know, April showers bring May flowers, and
Yeah,
it's
Aunt May hit my line.
yeah, it's
know.
gonna be May. You know,
Shit,
May
fuck
is
happy. You know.
May
You
has
know?
already. Oh, what were you gonna say? What were you to finish with? What were you
No,
gonna say?
that's it.
Oh.
You know, like Aunt May hit my. You know.
I know.
Fuck happy. You know. Happy got nothing on me. You know. He made no Iron Man.
Yeah.
But
He ain't no happy feet
but
either.
I got
so.
Pikachu socks.
Yes.
Fuck with me, Aunt May.
And May has already been shown to be an interesting month because multiple things have happened. Rejoice and sadness. And if we want to talk about rejoice, we can talk about how James Corden is leaving the Late Late Show.
Thank God. Listen, real quick before you go on, I just want to say if there was a man unfunnier than all of us, it's him.
I don't know about you guys, but I do like certain talk. I don't watch Jimmy Kimmel. Well, I do watch Jimmy Kimmel. I don't watch them, Jimmy Fallon or Jimmy Kimmel, religiously. The only talk show that I would watch because I loved him was Conan. And then that ended. He ended his talk show years about like last year. So
Keep going. I'm just going to move the camera.
yeah, all right. For people who are watching or listening, he's moving the camera. So Conan was really the only one that I would watch. I would watch Jimmy Kimmel and Jimmy Fallon for their sketches. I thought that they were pretty funny at points. When they talk political, I kind of avoided it because I didn't really think that some of their political stuff was very funny. But I think that they are pretty funny. Stephen Colbert, you know, I've seen a few bits of him. He's all right, you know. He's kind of he's okay. He's okay. That's it.
Okay.
I only
This
watch
too shall pass.
I only watch talk shows because of most of the time the guests they're interviewing. I just want to hear like especially if they're doing like Avengers stuff or like pretty important celebrities like that I like, I'll watch. But and then there's James Corden, which the only thing that I will ever watch from him is a sketch that it calls Fill Your Guts or Spill Your Guts, and basically he tortures himself with his celebrity guests in eating disgusting foods, which is funny for me. So that's really the only reason why I would watch James Corden. And when he did like guest hosts, when like celebrities would guest host his show.
The only thing that I found interesting from James Corden was the the carpool thing.
Yeah,
He
that was
has a few artists in there that like I like their music, and it was just like
kind of fun.
Can we just talk about real quick how obnoxious that setup was? Like, just because like the way it was, like with the carpool, because they have like the camera in front. Obviously, they gotta get it. Like, if I remember correctly, the setup was like there was the car, this behemoth of like technology on the hood of the car, and then there was like a car in front of them that was actually driving them. They weren't like obviously actually driving because they have all that camera equipment.
Yeah, I think
in
that
front.
was like a leaked photo that came out.
It was like a
last
leak that like
year
showed
or
that.
2
I'm
years
like,
ago.
dude, that what is that? It's like you just need like some mics. And you need a good quality camera. You don't need like 45 different things on your hood and then like a fucking tank engine driving you through the highway of 95.
I believe that came out in early 2021, and then he came out and addressed that on his show, because I think this was after like when he was able to go back to talk show after COVID. I think he actually responded to that. I forget what he said.
Oh wow, that's
but
good. Too bad
I think
nobody
like
watched.
he said like something along the watch out for your mouse, watch out for your mouse.
Oh, don't close. Almost just exited out of the whole thing. Sorry,
Bruh.
continue.
Thank God I have my glasses on. I think he came out and dressed like saying like I forget if I remember correctly, like that was only some of his carpool karaoke's. If it was something that, if he was just regularly driving, like some parts of it he would actually drive, but just to make sure that both of his celebrity and him are safe because of liability reasons, some of the times during like roads they'll have someone pull the car. So that's what he said, I believe. Don't quote me on this, but like I think
I just care about the music. I could care less about the setup.
Yeah. So I mean, I think that's what he came out with. But
I just thought it was pretty funny looking.
It was pretty funny
Yes.
looking, but I'm like, okay. I mean, they gotta do what they gotta do for
James
TV,
Corden, I
guess.
just don't never really appreciated, because I've seen a lot of behind the scenes.
He's basically like the male Ellen DeGeneres, because
Yeah.
I saw like a lot of people have like posted.
I think he's
'cause-
worse than Ellen DeGeneres.
Maybe, I don't know. They're both kind of bad
Because
I remember there was like a thing where this person, they posted this is like a few years back. They were just like they were in the stand or in the audience, and when they went on to commercial break, he kind of just sat there on his phone, didn't really talk to the audience, was kind of just very cold. Because I mean, like, I get you're on like commercial break, but if there's just an audience sitting there in
Yeah,
front of you,
it's
you probably
like-
go up the stage like,
Like
how we all feeling?
Conan, Kimmel, and Fallon, like they do, like they always like interact with their audience.
Yeah, at least
breaks.
that. I'll
Yeah.
give him credit for that. I
Um,
mean, again, I'm not crazy of late night talk shows
I'm
hosts
not
in
either.
general,
Yeah.
but I just, from what I understand, James Corden was just like the worst, and he was just like and it's tough because he replaced like a god like David Letterman. He was really good because when he retired, that's when James Corden came in.
Yeah, because
So-
that was because he left the Tonight. Dave Letterman left the Tonight Show, I
Yep.
think, and then he came onto the Late Late Show, and then,
Yep.
yeah. So that's
And-
where we're at. And I just never I don't like saying that I didn't appreciate him, but like I just didn't like of how he was because of what if there was a video of him. He definitely seemed like he was at least a few drinks in, and there was like an award thing for or him and Patrick Stewart were talking, and like he started talking back to Patrick Stewart. Like I think if I want to pull up the video, I think I'll show it to you later. But like he was basically like saying like, oh, you're like, this is not funny. Like Patrick Stewart was like saying like, oh, you're not, this is not funny. This is not funny. And then like James Corden came up. I'm not gonna. I don't know exactly what he said. What he basically on the line said like, well, I am funny or something like that. Like he'd like try. He'd like backlash
Oh, I think I
with
remember.
them.
Yeah, here's.
And then like I remember like recently he actually had Patrick Stewart as a guest on his show, and I think they referenced it like how they had like a bickering, but obviously on TV show you're supposed to play it off like onto a national audience. You're supposed to play it off like, oh, we're
No,
fine.
what do you
but,
mean? We
like,
want blood sports live. Well, it's not actually live. It's like a day
Yeah.
before recorded. But still, I would be awesome to see like blood sports on a platform where like maybe 1 million people are still watching it because most people are not really watching
I
cable
just think,
anymore.
I don't think that James Corden, the movies he's been in is terrible. We have the Emoji Movie.
He was in that.
Yes, he was one of the emojis,
and he was in
Cats.
No way.
Yeah.
Yes, he was.
Yeah, he's just a Santa Claus of bad movies.
No,
Shaped
God.
like him too. He just
Oh my
hands them out
goodness.
like presents.
Like, I mean, he's had like a couple roles in okay movies that I've never seen, but like people say they were okay. But like, I
Listen,
think
if you just have cats if you just have cats in the Emoji Movie under your belt, I don't think you could be in the Shawshank Redemption. That would not save your movie career.
and I will say this. I don't think he's the most unfunniest person in the world. I believe that there are definitely a lot unfunnier
True.
people. There are. I will admit.
Amy Schumer,
Yes.
Lily Singh.
down. But like, there have been moments on his show that he was a part of. It was probably only sketches that he at least made me like chuckle. Like, there are some sketches that's why I like watching talk shows a lot, because there are sketches of how like creative sometimes their team is doing stuff. But like I said, like Spill Your Guts, when I'll watch that and I'll have a chuckle in because he gets to ask embarrassing questions, and then the guests get to ask him embarrassing questions. And if you don't, I think I showed you the video, but like, if you guys don't know how the game works, it's a table full of like 9 different like disgusting foods, like cow tongue, like
So you showed me,
testicles,
like,
beef
Harry
tongue.
and like
Harry and his ex, Kendall Jenner, did
Yeah.
it. That's when there was like a guest host doing that. But like, they would ask embarrassing questions, and the guest, if you didn't answer it, you'd have to eat it. And most of the time, James Corden would not answer it because he would. One of the questions I believe he asked was like, someone asked him, out of the 5 companies that you support or in ads, which one do you not actually use? And he wouldn't answer it, obviously, because he doesn't want to lose his contract for those companies.
no.
And like,
2 of his $67 million will come in.
so I do find that enjoyably funny. Other than that, I don't watch him. I do think he isn't as funny as everyone else. I mean, I don't want to bash the guy and be like, yes, he's leaving. Like, oh,
I do.
God
Let's
save
go.
the queen.
Bye, James Corden. The only episode I'll ever watch of your show is you leaving. See ya.
Holy shit.
Sorry, I just really unfunny, dude.
Yeah.
Especially after he replaced David Letterman, who as a 12-year-old I really enjoyed because my dad watched it.
Well, see, like,
So-
I feel like I'm like with you with Jay Leno. Like, I don't find Jay Leno attractive.
I mean, the chin didn't do it for you. You
The
like
Buzz
that?
Lightyear chin.
Buzz Lightyear chin. Listen, I
I
usually
don't
get
find
some
him-
dripping.
I don't find him funny. Also, because he also screwed over one of my favorite talk show hosts, Conan, from The Tonight Show. I don't like
How do
him.
you do
because-
that?
So basically, Conan had The Tonight Show. He had the contract for years, and then Jay Leno came back and took it, and NBC did not like Conan's like funny. Like, I'm sorry, if I don't know if you guys ever seen Conan, but like, I think he's probably the funniest talk show
I've seen
host.
some stuff.
I've seen some stuff.
And
He used to
NBC
write for The Simpsons, I think, too.
Yes,
He
he
was
did.
also in Death Stranding.
Yes, he was.
Yeah, so he's not that bad.
Yeah.
He's
So
pretty good.
in NBC didn't like his comedy style, I think, or like NBC basically screwed him over, and then he went to cable television for talk show for TBS, I think, and like he basically cracks jokes about how NBC like fucked him over and like how it was really upsetting, and that Jay Leno took the Tonight Show back, and then I think after that was Jimmy Fallon. I mean, James Corden, I'm not gonna miss you. But
No.
I will watch your sketches that have you.
Yeah, had you in a
eating-
fursuit purring
yeah.
and licking your balls. Yeah, that's what we want to see. And we want to see a second movie of that, too. Please.
Oh,
Cats
yeah,
too?
definitely.
Yeah, Cats, too. Yeah,
Cats
'cause-
2, the hairball.
yeah, exactly. The hairball. Yeah, with very detailed anuses for
It'll
some
come
reason.
Right after Minecraft 2.
Hell
Yes.
On the more interesting note of the social media and celebrities, someone bought
Something.
a small social media platform that I've never heard
Yeah.
of before.
MySpace.
Yeah, I think it's called Twitter.
Twitter.
It's called Twitter.
And I think that this
And-
dude, I think he I don't know, he owned a garage at one point. I think
he
his
was in
name
like a
is
garage band.
Elon Tusk. Is that his name?
Yeah, Tusk.
Elongated muskrat.
Elongated Muskrat. That's right.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's the dude from Rick and Morty. Yes, he is from Rick and Morty, I believe. Yes.
Yeah,
That dude from
Elon
Rick and
Muskrat.
Morty.
That's right, bro. I can't believe they made him a real person.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh, he
that's
was in Iron
insane.
Man 2. I can't believe the dude from
Wow.
Iron Man 2 in that 5-second clip.
Can't believe PayPal gave birth to an actual human being.
Jeez,
An old
I
boy
didn't think
came
that
out.
Tesla
Is
made
he in
robots.
Is he in Fortnite too, or?
He's
No,
in
but
Fortnite. He's coming in the third one. I think.
I didn't think that
it's a
Tesla
prequel.
Okay.
made realistic robots that well. I didn't think that they would do it.
Anyway, so That's right. You all heard about it. I guess it's not official. Elon Musk is buying Twitter.
Well, Twitter is basically okay with it. That's what's going on. They haven't officially put the stamp on it, but when he put the if you don't know, Elon Musk said, "All right, I'm buying Twitter," and everyone thought he was joking. And then he said $44 billion. And then we were talking about this last week, and it literally happened the day after. I think we all said it's not going to happen.
Well,
and
like everything else we've ever said, we were wrong.
So he not officially done it, but like it's in the process of happening. And so $44 billion, and to him that's like poor change. That's basically like his average walk, mile
He'll make
walk.
that back in like a month.
Honestly, that.
I'm sorry. No, go on. I'm listening.
So you know what's funny?
How long has he had that?
So when I was pulling the curtain, I saw that, and I was like, "So if you're listening, this man just pulled out an ice cream container of cookies and cream right out from on top of the AC unit, next to him.
I have
out
more
of
spoons
nowhere.
if you want some.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
But
At least I offered.
that's what that's what I said last time, but I didn't. But yeah, this man just pulled out a tub of ice cream, cookies and cream. If you're listening, and is now eating it. Okay. But that's not the weirdest thing that's happened on this show. So, what was I saying? Oh, that's right. $1 billion.
Keep going.
Yeah, we're listening. You can keep talking.
Okay, so as you all know, I'm gonna have my colonoscopy soon. So just go about eating your ice cream. I think I should just if I were to I'm just gonna not talk. This Miguel just brought out a bigger spoon and is starting to eat
This
this.
became a mukbang.
There's some mukbang. Okay, all right. So anyways,
Good soup.
I'm gonna get enough spoon now.
Okay, we're all gonna be eating ice cream as we talk. So ignore the nom nom nom. Just don't talk right into the mic. That's why I'm trying to keep it away from my face. Oh, it's spilling on my jeans.
Melty.
Well, yeah, I had it up there for like 20 minutes because, on the Pikachu socks, bro.
You're getting a napkin. You're cleaning that up.
Yeah, bro.
Whose fault was it?
Wait, fuck. Which spoon is mine?
Damn.
No,
Right
this
here.
one. This one.
That one's. Is that the one you just dropped in there?
No, that one's been up sitting like that. Mine
you
just dropped.
Okay.
Just get a napkin, please. Yeah, clean my foot.
You want me to kiss it too?
Yeah. No, don't actually. That's weird.
Well, he was gonna lick it. All right. So, anyways, Elon Musk, $44 billion down the drain, which is nothing to him. And if this actually goes through, he would not only own Tesla, SpaceX, PayPal. Now one of the probably the top
Social media.
social media platforms. He's gonna buy Disney soon. I'm
Truth
scared.
Social was #1 downloaded.
I saw that.
Once
Yeah,
it came
I
out,
saw that
it
too.
beat Twitter.
A lot of people. I've been scrolling through Twitter, and a lot of people have their support for Elon and how he said that he was going to bring free speech is obviously going to be on the platform. Nothing's really going to change about it. He's just going to be the sole owner of it. And then people are saying oh my goodness, why is this billionaire doing this, and why this, why that?
He should be feeding the poor.
I have to say something. It doesn't matter who the fuck owns Twitter. It's going to be the same thing as. He's not really going to change anything.
Besides free speech.
Realistically, that's probably what's most likely going to happen. Nothing really is going to change. Maybe some stuff or
for all we know, the person who owns Twitter right now is probably the biggest douchebag in all of history. Seriously, we have no idea who owns Twitter now.
Jack. That's just.
That's all we
Jack's
know.
a fan of the show.
No.
The dude's name is Jack. I think.
Yeah, I know.
His is just Jack.
That's
I
funny.
think.
Just Jack.
So he
Jack.
could be the biggest douchebag. We don't know. I don't know the man.
I mean, all I want is Leafy to get unbanned from Twitter, and
He's
then
banned on Twitter.
I think he was.
Yeah.
I think his original account was. And he has to use a backup.
I mean, I'm fine with it. I don't think it's. People have their opinions about Elon Musk. I think Elon Musk he's an alright guy. I have never met him in person, so I mean.
I think he's one of the few billionaires that's actually tolerable as a human being.
Yes,
because He's actually funny. He's
in touch with the community a lot.
Yeah,
especially on Twitter.
He likes his memes. He actually hosted Meme Review a few years ago.
Yes,
I actually tweeted him. I said, Elon Musk, could you do a favor and change the Twitter logo, and it's just a picture of like the deer drowned in the fucking.
That's funny. That he started dying laughing.
Pool. Yeah, the one he started dying laughing.
He did that with.
I'll insert an image if you're watching.
He did that. The Meme Review 2017 with the co-star and the co-writer of
Rick and Morty, right?
Yeah, the guy who plays Rick and Morty.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Justin Roiland.
He was actually in an episode of Rick and Morty, right?
Yes, he was Elon Musk. Oh, Elon Tusk.
Elon Tusk. He was himself.
Yes. So I think that he is probably one of the best mind. He's he's the richest man in the world. Wealthy. He is not I've never met him before. I don't think he's a dickbag. So he's not one of those rich people that I just automatically think, he's fucking rich. Looking at me.
I just love that you had to insert. I haven't met him before because we all assumed you did. That's just what our assumption.
I haven't met. Oh, he's calling me. Elon, hello.
We FaceTime. I haven't met him in person. That doesn't mean we haven't talked before.
I know, right?
Listen, we bumped into Mr. Beast in 2018
it could be
in New York
possible.
City, so we're basically best friends with him.
Yes.
So Elon Musk isn't out of our reach.
Well, wait a minute. If we go down the chain, we bumped into Mr. Beast. Elon Musk talked to Mr. Beast through Twitter. We basically have met Elon.
Oh, we're mutuals, bro. Next time Mr. Beast invites us to a house party, Elon Musk will be there.
Just gotta buy a Tesla and then just do fuck shit with it. No. And then he'll fucking text us.
We ask Mr. Beast to buy us a Tesla.
We asked Mr. Beast to buy Tesla, the company, and donate it. He's like, if this person holds their hand on this Tesla for the longest time, I will give you the company Tesla.
I'm pretty sure that's already a challenge he's did too.
I mean, he fucking bought an island. He recreated Squid Games. I think give it 5 years, he will just start buying out companies and just start donating them to people.
I mean, I think Mr. Beast. I've watched all of his videos. I'm pretty sure he actually did the challenge where you keep your hand on this car, you win $500,000 in the car.
He's gonna upgrade that. Instead of the Lambo, you can have the whole company that owns it. You'd be a 10% shareholder. You'll be part of the board of directors.
The whole Italian company.
Gave a pizza delivery guy a house for free.
Yeah, that's right.
Yo,
didn't he?
Imagine being that pizza delivery guy. Like, the tip is the fucking house.
Let's just move down to where he lives.
I will say there were probably some people that weren't exactly happy in his videos because I remember there was one video. He went into a car dealership and bought a car all in pennies. Do you remember that?
Yep, I remember that.
Ooh, I think I remember that.
That was like a $30,000 car probably, and it's just like truckloads of pennies. And then there was another one where an Uber came, and he's like, listen, sir, we'll give you this wad of cash if you drive us to California. Keep in mind, Mr. Beast is from North Carolina. So that man actually had to call up his wife, said, honey, listen, about to travel cross country. I just got an offer I can't refuse. Can I go? Thankfully, the wife said yes. And he actually drove them for days on end to California, and then he had to drive all the way back in the same clothes.
Would you do it?
Fuck yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah. I think any challenge that Mr. Beast has put on and that I've seen, I would do it.
I would sacrifice wearing the same clothes for a few days if that meant I could get like 50 grand or something. Because Mr. Beast literally had the money. So listen, give you this right now if you take us to California.
And even the people that haven't, I think there was the one that everyone stay in the circle. Mm-hmm. Even if you left it, he would give you like $10,000, $15,000.
No, I think it was if everyone left right now. No, it was like.
Well, even if people lost, he would give them something.
Did he?
Yeah, I remember one person left, and there was this garage of TVs, PlayStations, and he said in 30 seconds if you can grab. This was after they left or something like that.
He gave me 30 seconds in a Best Buy.
It's over.
It's over.
I know where I'm going.
How many times this man's been in the Best Buy?
You know what's funny? If he had 30 seconds, I don't think I've ever seen Miguel run the fastest if that were to happen.
He's gonna beat his mile if he goes.
He'll be my mile time. He'll be my 5-minute mile time.
Mr. Beast, if you're listening, give me 15 seconds. 15 seconds.
It's raps.
That's all I need.
It's raps.
A car in 15 seconds. and
that's funny.
10. I don't care what limit. Just give me
2 seconds.
3 seconds. Just gonna zoom. Yeah.
But back on Elon. So
yeah,
I
forgot we were talking about him.
Yeah, we were just talking about people with money.
He's basically just like the billionaire Mr. Beast, kind of.
Basically, he's the 40-year-old version of Mr. Beast, or however old he is.
He's like 45, 6 or something.
But I mean, I don't have anything against that. I mean, I think he's not going to do anything differently with Twitter. I mean, people have their opinions about him. I don't really care. I think he's a good investor. I think he's a great investor with SpaceX. I mean, he wants to freaking go to Mars. I mean, he's doing all this stuff, and he's doing all this stuff, and people are like, "Oh, he's so rich, and he's a douchebag," or stuff like that. I'm like, bro, if I was rich, I would try to go to the Mars. The fuck?
Yeah.
Like, if I had all this money.
Like, that's not, you bring up a good point, because there are people on both sides. People are like, oh, because he's a billionaire and he's not always only ever giving to the hungry, that he's a douchebag. He's buying Twitter. But, bro, like, okay, realistically, if you were to donate money to the hungry and poor, would that still really solve the bigger issue? Maybe it would, but I don't think so. But then there's also people who, like, fucking worship everything he does. Like, Elon Musk is a god. Like, okay, calm down. He's a billionaire. He's buying a social media app. He's going to try to fight for freedom, which is good. You know, hopefully the intent is there after he officially owns it, whenever. But like what you said, most likely not much is going to change. Probably not a lot. Maybe like some big people who were probably banned off the platform, maybe they might come back. He might get them reinstated.
Yeah.
Maybe there'll be like some policy changes where.
Yeah, like I was about to say that policy changes might change. The terms and agreement.
But
might
even
change.
then, I feel like the rules that will be made will probably be so broad that like there'll probably still be like loopholes in the rules. So I don't think too much will change. I mean, Twitter's just naturally, I think, just a shit app.
Oh God, it will. Yes.
So I hate to be blackpilled like that, but I think naturally it's just not that good of an app. I mean, it's convenient to tweet out to whoever, or talk to whoever the hell you want to. So it's convenient in that sense. It's just that the people on it, man.
It's good.
You know, maybe I wouldn't be so close-minded to just getting rid of a few thousand people on there.
Honestly, I think it depends on who you follow.
That's actually true.
Or what kind of tweets you like, because then it'll filter through like based on your likes.
And if you follow people who are too political on both left and right, Twitter,
I don't get politics on my feed.
Hell no.
Everything.
I follow too mad, bro. What the fuck makes you think I'm keeping up with politics?
My feed is Marvel, DC, Harry Styles, and probably a few movies that just stuff. That's just for me. It's like I don't anything politics. I'm like I could give two shits.
For me, it's just photographers.
Yeah.
Marvel stuff, like TV shows and video games. Realistically.
Yeah, mine's just some YouTubers I follow, classic rock, things relating to classic rock, stuff like that. So yeah, no, I think we do a pretty good job of keeping our feed healthy compared to like, I don't know, someone who follows Nick Fuentes or someone who follows AOC all the time.
Yeah, I mean that's I kind of like that about Twitter from like Facebook. Like the only thing I use Facebook for if there's something big in the news, and I'll jump to like, I'll just search it on Facebook. But like with Twitter, like you like something, it'll be based on your likes. It will filter this, and it just won't push out like political stuff on you, which I agree with, and I hopefully that will be kept because Elon, I'm pretty sure, isn't very political. I don't think.
Yeah, he is.
He's more right-leaning.
Well, no. He's talking about, like, what he tweets.
Oh, what he tweets?
Yeah, I mean, like...
not all the time. More like
he's
like...
It's very subtle what he tweets if it's political.
I think he showed, like, this chart on his feed where it was, like, how, like, his political views have changed. I guess, like, 10 years ago, he was a little more left-leaning. Now, as, like, time's gone on, he's a little more...
No, that's not what happened.
Yeah,
it's more like... Because if you notice, he stays the same throughout the whole chart.
Okay, yeah, that's what it was. And then it's just like the left gets like more and more like.
Yeah. I don't think it's.
He's definitely someone in the middle. Oh yeah, that's right here. Yeah, in 2008. No, look at see.
No, but like look, he stays throughout.
We'll put if you're watching the video, we'll put it up
but
on
the center moves.
The video.
The center moves.
But he doesn't move.
Right, but like since he doesn't move, it's kind of like the left gets a little more, I guess, to him like radical, and he doesn't move, so it naturally pushed him a little more right leaning, you know? Because he doesn't move, but the center moves.
Yeah.
So it's like he didn't really. That means he didn't change his views much, but I think it's just like, I guess to him, their left became more and more radicalized, and it kind of pushed him or made him a little more, I guess, right leaning. I still think he's someone who's in the middle.
Yeah, that's like why I like him a little bit more, because he's not, and if he does, like I said, like before, if he does something political, he'll do it very subtly, or he won't like big name drop anyone, or I don't think he would do that a lot.
Well,
and if he has, he would do it like maybe once or twice, but like he hasn't like gone on a rift.
The only time I've ever seen Elon Musk political is when he posted that chart.
Yeah.
And then when he said the pronouns thing. And then there was something about...
What was the pronouns thing? I forget.
He was like, pronouns suck or some shit like that.
Oh, I don't think he said that.
Yeah, he said that.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he tweeted that. And then there was the something about masks on a plane.
Okay.
That's a good movie. They
all right, so, well, I mean...
No, he's definitely a little more political. He commented on Governor Mike Huckabee, which... I don't even know what state
Did
that's
he?
from. Oh yeah, former Arkansas governor. He said something to him, and then there was like AOC posted something. He commented on her, ratioed her to shit.
Yeah.
Because that's what he does. Like anytime he's ever commented on anyone, he wasn't even trying. He won't even try to ratio them or try to like make himself seem better. But it's
gets
just
like a
he
million-
has such a big following that he just ratios people anytime he.
It's like 1 million likes each tweet, doesn't he?
Not me though. I tagged him on my Twitter account and he still hasn't replied because I know he wouldn't ratio me. Just saying. I got all of my 48 followers on standby.
Yes,
to
because
like my
he'll see
post.
the Twitter profile Maximilian and be like, yes, my opponent.
Listen, man. He's a billionaire. I'm a millionaire. Bro.
Do you want to put that in the fridge?
Oh yeah, we probably should, shouldn't we?
Yeah.
Go on ahead and do that, please, for me. Actually.
Shit.
That's spoon sinking. Yeah. Thank you, Gian. So we just had the why did I want to say anime? Ice cream was just sitting there almost melting. Basically, it was becoming a soup, and I don't want to get on my all beautiful. Oh, this is nice and cool now. Beautiful footrest here. Elon Musk, he's an interesting character.
Yeah.
I think he actually also has Asperger's. Didn't he admit that on
He
SNL?
did on SNL.
Which
I hate it, but like when he hosted SNL, I'm sorry, but like those sketches were so bad.
That's what brought the price of Dogecoin down.
It
was
was so bad.
we were all hyping that. I was like, oh, I'm gonna be rich once he goes on this.
My family were like buying and shit, and then after that has not.
I
gone
think
up
it's
since.
because
sucks.
I don't mean to degrade the dude, but he can't act. I mean, that could also refer to his nervousness and his
He's
condition.
just like super awkward.
Well, that's also towards his condition a little
Yeah,
bit.
which
probably.
like I get. There's nothing wrong
Yeah,
with that. It's just
yeah.
I think that's what makes him kind of funny because he's
Yeah.
kind of just like.
He's very
Oh,
yes.
hey.
Yeah. So maybe I think that's what his humor gears towards, like being like that awkward. I can't believe you. You okay?
Good.
All right.
That
So
water went right down my shirt.
well, yeah. So
That's what
the only
happens.
thing I'm afraid of is like he talks about free speech and stuff like that. If he takes something away from Twitter that a lot of people believe is free speech oriented, he will be like destroyed on Twitter. If he talks about free speech like and takes away a feature, that's what I'm only afraid of is he might take away a feature
Like
that he wouldn't think would
like
be
quote tweeting or retweeting or
no like let's say like just like a small feature that he wouldn't think is
you want to tell us what that feature is?
no, I'm just saying a feature. Like I'm just saying a feature. Like he might take away a feature and people are be like, oh, but that's free speech. You talk about this app as being free speech, and then he'll get like heckled. He'll be like like bashed on Twitter for it. I don't think he'll do that, but a lot of people are saying that he might do that. I don't know what feature they would be referring to, but
I hope he just goes nuclear and just like adds dislikes. Like so, like you don't even have to comment.
he puts the YouTube dislike back on Twitter.
He puts he convinces YouTube. He pays them money to partially own YouTube. Adds the dislike back. Adds a dislike to Twitter. So
Yo.
you don't even have to comment to ratio him. You could if you wanted to comment and ratio someone, but you just have to dislike the shit out of their.
No dislikes on YouTube has ruined YouTube.
I'm okay. I don't think it's really ruined
No,
YouTube, but like
it has, cause like
I mean, no. Listen, I'm in the same boat as you. I still think that the removing dislikes is stupid, but it's been months now since they've been gone, and like,
cause like
It's been more than months.
like I've been trying to look for tutorials, right, and shit.
okay, that's
That's-
yeah.
And I'm like, okay, whatever. Like compared to views and likes, I'm like, okay,
I mean, there's
likes is good enough. And then I look at the video and it's like, this is completely fucking useless.
right. So
And that shit has fucked me over and over again. And
okay,
it's
yeah, you make a good point. Like
Yeah.
if you're a person who's constantly trying to like teach yourself something, looking up tutorial videos, and yeah, YouTube is shit now. I mean, I haven't really cooked something that I don't know in a little while, so I haven't really watched tutorials or like I haven't used any tutorial videos for Sony Vegas editing because I haven't really done editing in a little while.
Yeah,
but,
Sony Vegas,
but,
like
I've just been kind of just watching regular YouTube, just chilling. So I guess like it hasn't bothered me that much. I
Yeah.
still wish it was back, but I guess you're absolutely right. If you're watching tutorial videos,
I'm about to comment, use me as a dislike button.
well,
and
so
just-
that's
that's what most people
That's
have
what I was
been
about to say. Like
A lot of
usually,
people.
like especially with Sony Vegas, I would go to I think we actually talked about this with the comments section.
yeah,
If-
that's because that's what it's kind of forced you to do
Yeah.
since there's no longer dislikes.
which
It's like,
I don't mind because I can look at people's comments and like see like. I think I was actually doing this about a couple months ago, or like a month or two ago, when I was doing Sony Vegas, and I was just like fooling around with it. I wasn't really doing anything with it, but like, I was like, oh, how do you do that? And I was like, fuck, I don't. The dislike ratio and like ratio is fucking me over. But I just went to the comments, and people were like, if they said like, oh, this doesn't work, like at least like I have like
but
that.
before you
feedback.
wouldn't have to click on the video.
Yeah, but I mean, like at least like comments you can have people's personal feedback, like their
That's
actual
true.
feedback.
Wait, what do you mean you didn't have to click on the video?
Doesn't it show like likes and
No.
dislikes when you're searching for
No.
it? No.
It only shows the views.
Just the views, yeah.
I
The
could have
views.
sworn it
channel.
did.
No, I
No.
don't know what YouTube you were looking at, but
But another thing too about like kind of looking through the comments. Yeah, for the most part now, that's a good alternative. But I feel like some of these like at least smaller channels who do tutorial videos, sometimes they have to be botting their comments because some of them will be like only like the I heart emojis, like
it's
oh my
like,
god, so
click
helpful.
this
Oh my
link,
god,
click
love
this,
it.
click this link, click this link.
Yeah, and it's like okay. Is this really a helpful video? That right
Yeah.
there indicates that, all right, this is probably going to scam me out of everything I've ever owned.
That's why when
Get me in trouble with the IRS somehow,
When
so
I-
I don't even bother clicking on it.
when I used to pirate, like, oh god, pirated Sony Vegas, like no one ever did it before. If FBI open up, please. I think even the biggest YouTubers even like admitted to doing pirated Sony Vegas. So
Yeah.
How much is Sony Vegas?
Free if you
there's-
pirate it.
it depends on what few.
How much did you pay for it?
We did the month. I did the monthly
Yeah.
thing.
It was like 30, what was it, 30 bucks?
I think in total it's like $350, $400.
Yeah, I think I just
for like the
finally finished paying it off.
the
For the whole, just to buy
Yeah.
it one time.
yeah, but a
'Cause
lot of
there's, like,
people are.
What was it, like Vegas Pro?
That's what they got to do.
Vegas
with
Pro
fucking
360
Adobe.
is what we got, which is the 360 the whole year.
Right.
But I mean, a lot of people are saying like Adobe is better than Sony Vegas, and it's a lot more expensive than Sony Vegas.
The problem with Adobe is that there used to be like, oh, one-time purchase, that's it, and I guess they realized they're not making enough money,
Yeah.
and now that shit's monthly and it fucking sucks.
Well, yeah, but I think it's also there's pros and cons to monthly things. Like you can just get you know, if you don't have the money right away, you can just do it monthly and save up for that month. I mean, that's the benefit that I saw with Sony Vegas. I didn't have like 350, 400 out of change pocket that I could just pay, and the monthly thing helped out a lot for me. So,
I mean, don't most YouTubers use Adobe? Because I know very few like YouTubers that I watch, I think that use or mention Sony Vegas.
mean-
I know
They
Kavos
use-
does.
I don't. A lot of them. There's another editing software.
iMovie.
No.
Yeah, yeah.
What's that one song that every like iMovie YouTuber fucking used? Do you know what?
Like the background music? Or
Yeah,
It's some-
like when like they had like vlogs and like all those
Oh, is it like the dun 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 dun? I think
I know what you're talking
it's like
about.
everyone used it, right?
everyone
Yeah.
used. It was like during that Vine era.
Yeah.
Can you like try to imitate the song? Do you remember how it goes?
I don't remember.
But
Fucking-
it's
sound like a retard when you're
critical.
trying to go,
Critical uses a different editing software because I think it was in one of his videos when they were promoting it for like an ad during his videos.
Oh, it wasn't Adobe.
No, it wasn't Adobe. But like Adobe, Sony, and whatever. Like there's definitely another one or two more. I do know that a lot of movie companies obviously use bigger budget ones, but like smaller movies like indie movies definitely use, I believe, Adobe. Sony Vegas is best. I think it's just like Sony Vegas. I think was the frontier of editing, and then Adobe came along and kind of like with Photoshop. Well, no,
Photoshop's been around since forever.
no, but what's Photoshop? What company? That's
Adobe.
That is Adobe. Okay.
Yeah, it's been out since like the 1990s.
Yeah, so I think like Adobe when they have like all of these like they have Photoshop, they have a bunch of other stuff too. But I think Adobe when Sony Vegas came out, they kind of reamped their editing software, and like I think they have Premiere, and then they have a movie software, especially for movies. I just realized we went on a hash about editing software, and what were we talking about? We were talking about Elon Musk.
buying Twitter. We ranted about Mr. Beast, so we went on to editing software. I mean, realistically, you can kind of do the same thing with Sony Vegas, at least to my knowledge, that you can do on Adobe.
Yes, I think
Maybe Adobe, like maybe like their interface or layout's a little bit better, but
Yeah.
I've been using Sony Vegas for like what 4 years now,
I've been
and
using
it works for
ever
me.
since I used this channel 2016. So I've
Yeah.
been using this bad boy for. I haven't touched it, and it's probably if I put it on my computer right now, my computer would be like.
I do got to get back to making videos. Besides just making the podcast, I
Yeah.
got to get back to actually making videos because I do fucking miss it. I do.
Yeah.
So
But,
yeah, and you can you can download some packs, some things. You know, if you click
assets
around,
on
assets.
Vegas, yeah.
Like I have some good transition assets that I use,
which I illegally.
No, this guy was just like, yeah, straight up download this. This is entirely free.
Yes,
he was a nice kid.
Yeah.
Nice kid.
Nice kid. Yeah, I forgot his name. I think
Yeah,
his
yeah.
name is Elon.
It was like Josh.
Josh. But Elon Musk buying Twitter hasn't been officially confirmed yet, but Twitter really said $44 billion. Sure. So I mean, we'll see about that. I'll probably come out in the next probably week or two.
Or like most things, it'll come out as soon as we stop recording.
Yep, tomorrow.
Like tomorrow. It'll be like,
tonight.
Like, Twitter is now renamed to Tesla.
It's 2:52, and when we end this in another 20 minutes at 4 o'clock, it's confirmed.
It's like, yep, it's confirmed. Elon Musk bought Twitter, and now he's changing the logo to a T, like the Tesla T. It's like, well,
so we'll see about that. Yeah.
Yes.
What else are we gonna talk about? I mean, I was gonna talk about, because I know he doesn't really care, but like I was gonna talk about Doctor Strange because
oh yeah, you guys wanted me to go to the movie with you Thursday, but I actually can't.
Yeah, so we're gonna go see that after I get out of work. But
I mean, go ahead.
Yeah.
You can, yeah.
So
I don't have a thing of ice cream to pull out from my ass this time.
So the thing about
use that joke,
it's the thing about people that are getting people pissed off. I don't know if you heard Miguel, but like it's people are saying that it's too short. It's
How
2
long
hours.
is
It's
it?
2 hours and 6 minutes. So it's about an
not that
average
bad.
movie. But people are like, oh, for a multiverse madness movies, that should be like 2.5 hours.
They're not gonna put everything in fucking
Yes.
Doctor Strange.
They're not,
How many movies are coming out in this year alone?
Oh, Thor: Love and Thunder,
Yeah,
which
they're
I
gonna do something with that.
yeah
Which comes out in what, July?
July,
Yeah.
and then Wakanda Forever comes out
November.
Actually, July, that movie Thor comes out July 8th, the day after my birthday.
Mhm.
So well, actually, I'll probably go see it midnight opening. Not midnight opening, like 7 o'clock at July 7th. But I'm excited for Doctor Strange. Did you see they leaked with the new TV spot? You could see officially like Charles Xavier's hand on his like yellow chair from his comic. So, and there was a scene where Wanda is facing off with Captain Carter. You can see her shield. So I have to watch What If now, because if I have to watch
that.
Yeah.
I wonder how they're gonna pull that off.
Yeah.
So then aren't they bringing the zombies in too?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to watch What If. So,
I don't know how I feel about that.
do you think that they're gonna bring in, because it's already confirmed, like Professor X is gonna be in it? Do you think that they're gonna bring in like the Fantastic Four? Do you think they're gonna bring in X-Men?
No, 'cause the Fantastic Four has their own movie coming out, don't they?
Yes, but this is also the Illuminati too, which in comic lore, yes, the Illuminati is in Marvel, and it's basically Professor X, Iron Man. I think the Fantastic Four, like Richard Reed from the Fantastic Four. So, yeah, the Illuminati is in Marvel.
do I dare ask how?
I don't know.
Okay,
But
It's
works for me.
Marvel.
I just think that if they're gonna do variants, if they're gonna do it like, I feel like they're gonna bring back the original Fantastic Four characters,
I
like
don't think so.
secretly,
You think so?
like as a cameo. People said there's gonna be a lot of cameos in this movie, so
I wouldn't be surprised.
like they said more than Endgame, like more
Really?
more superheroes than Endgame. So
You think they're bringing back Logan? I don't think so.
I think if Hugh Jackman just did a cameo for like a split second, he would probably do it. But he's not returning for Wolverine, I don't think. And then people said like Harry Potter, Daniel Radcliffe should be Wolverine because of his height.
Yeah, no, I think Logan should come back after he apologizes for going into the Suicide Force.
Oh wow!
It's been 4 years now. He hasn't made an apology.
yeah, he hasn't. Yeah,
Yeah, you know.
yeah,
Severe and
Gotta make
continuous
another one.
lapse in his judgment.
yeah. God damn it!
Before we finish, have you seen Moon Knight?
Yes.
Okay.
That episode. Okay, spoiler. So Moon Knight, I think, is the best TV show, Marvel TV show.
I agree.
I think the acting is phenomenal by Oscar Isaac.
I
love Oscar Isaac. And
Oh, is that what people have been talking about, saying he deserves an Oscar?
yeah,
I did not mean to do that, Tej, I swear to God.
Oscar Isaac deserves an Oscar.
he's a
And an
phenomenal
Isaac.
actor. He would actually get an Emmy, but
Yo.
but like that episode. So spoiler alert: if you haven't seen Moon Knight, skip ahead.
Takes place on the sun.
Yeah, shut up.
Sorry,
But
I'll stop.
I think because Nikki, you would actually really like it because it's not entangled with current MCU lore, so you do not have to watch
it
anything.
doesn't have to do anything with like all the other Marvel
Yeah.
stuff.
Okay, so like if I didn't watch like most of the movies, I can still know
No,
what's going on.
it's in the MCU, but it doesn't even reference anything.
Okay.
So, but basically, so
Are they gonna like build off of this series and like implement it into more movies?
So that's the
Probably,
thing,
yeah.
because like the last episode is this Wednesday,
that's right. Shit.
and it's only gonna be 45 minutes long. And I was like,
really?
yeah. And I'm like, how are they gonna finish? Some people are saying there's gonna be a second season, which
There might be.
there might be, but like I don't see them finishing everything in the
Are you
last
sure?
episode.
Well, because the last episode was 47 minutes, so maybe are you confusing with last episode?
They said it was 45 minutes. That's what I heard.
All right. Well, I mean, they might have that might be a really fast-paced episode then.
Because I hope they do it. I mean, so far it's been amazing.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. The director's doing an amazing
Did you
job.
tear up a little bit when Steven kind of?
Yo.
Yeah, that was so
but,
sad.
I just don't know how they're gonna like get everything like sorted in one episode. Like they have so many shit they have to like fix, unless they're not planning on fixing it. So who knows?
Maybe
I'm just excited.
It's such a great show, and like people were review bombing on IMDb, like giving it like 1 stars because of like it's because people are people. But I think it's like probably it's second best show. It's right up there with Loki. So like it's like probably one of the best Marvel shows, and like it's so emotionally like the storyline it's more focused on the storyline, which I really liked. So this man is just because he has nothing to talk about, put his sock on his hand.
It's Batman.
It's Batman. Oh lordy.
Let's get back to something.
So Moon Knight.
Let's
Moon
talk
is a
about
good
the
show.
importance of why the Superman building in Providence, Rhode Island is actually going to be being used to something. Ignore the sock.
What is it being used for now?
Okay, I actually don't know. I have an article
All right,
up for
so
it.
Gonna be turned into the Batman
the
building.
Batman building, which the Batman has now been officially renewed for a sequel.
I will say the design of the Superman building probably would look pretty cool as like a Batman, like Bruce Wayne
What
manor.
if they put a bat signal on top?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Ooh, Nikki, this is your time to shine.
and like they meet on like the front of the state house.
be Robert Pattinson, Batman. Just be like
Bet,
emo as
bet,
fuck.
bet, bet, just
Yeah, just jump off. And fly.
Just see, Batman sequel has been confirmed, so just kill Robert Pattinson and then you can star in it. In the way.
All right, so basically, Bill Fisher is the spokesperson for High Rock Development LLC, the owner of the building at 111 Westminster Street. That's where the Superman building is located.
Mm-hmm.
Fisher said it was initially called the Industrial Trust Bank, then became Fleet Bank, and then finally Bank of America until the bank, oh, it's a typo, Bankle moved out in 2013.
Bankle.
It will add approximately 500 residents. It's like adding a neighborhood to downtown Providence. It's going to be transformational for Kennedy Plaza, said Fisher. Fisher said that the project doesn't have it yet a name, but it is expected to cost about $220 million. Fisher said that it's expected to have about 285 apartments. So basically it's being used as an apartment building.
Okay.
20% of which will be affordable housing. He said it's being privately funded with support from the city and existing programs.
We
all know that's not going to be affordable housing. Let's be realistic here.
Can I say
No.
something? I think this is. I think they should focus. $220 million. We have shitty roads, and
Well,
I have a government theory.
what's your government theory?
They aren't fixing the roads so that our cars can just become like total like fucked over, so that we pay more in taxes and like car bills. I don't know. Like
Well, but from what I heard, I talked to someone who they used to work not for the state, but they used to like work a little bit in construction. Basically, the way it works is like, again, I don't know why Rhode Island is one of the states that does this, because maybe it's because we're a smaller state, but a lot of people, the stuff that they use to like rebuild the roads, it's not cheap, but it's kind of cheap, where it's like they kind of break down a lot quicker than like roads in like bigger states. And basically that keeps people working, so they have to constantly keep rebuilding the roads, keeps putting people to work for construction, stuff like that. I'm not saying I agree with it. I think we should just try to fix the roads one and done. I'm pretty sure you could find way more other jobs after you fix the roads, like, I don't know, maybe like building more buildings, renovating some abandoned. There's a million abandoned buildings just in North Providence.
I don't think that they should focus on. I think they should just leave the
too.
Superman building as a Superman building and just leave it there, and not put $220 million in that when we could use that for roads.
mean,
That's just me.
Personally, if they go through with it, are they likely going through with it?
Or has it been?
I mean, it doesn't have a name yet, but it's gonna cost about $220 million. Which, yeah, I don't know why they're worried about the name,
is
but
it
it
a
sounds like
proposal or is it like a set and done? We're
is it
doing
a set
this.
and done thing?
it sounds like it's gonna be set and done. This is something that's local to Rhode Islanders. So if you're outside of state, you don't really give a shit about this.
So my thing is that's not gonna be affordable housing. They can claim it is, whatever. It's not, because that is smack dab in the middle of downtown. No way they're gonna give out like an apartment.
Where are they parking?
Oh,
I mean, it's
the
mostly
basement,
for-
I think.
It's
probably.
mostly for people who take the bus, I guess, or some shit like that.
Okay.
Because
All right.
like, it's right. Isn't it right across from Kennedy Plaza or some shit?
Yeah,
like that?
basically.
Yes,
yeah.
it is.
So I don't see it as affordable housing.
It's
Well, that's going to be like the upper floors. I guess it's going to be like a multi-use thing maybe because it says, as far as the Grand Banking Hall, which is the first floor of the building, he said ideas are still up in the air, but they include making it a public space, offices, retail, or community gathering point.
It's not confirmed officially.
Well, it is because he did say here that, well, not that level, but they are going to expects to start working in about 5 months. That's what it says. It says Fisher said the developer is working on getting demolition permits and that the company expects to start working in about 5 months.
Why the hell? They're going to start working in the fall to the winter?
Oh, and then, look at this. The true charm can be found in the basement inside an old bank vault with safety deposit boxes. Fisher said he considered turning it into a restaurant or a speakeasy.
Guys, want to go to the Superman to go to a restaurant?
Capital
Girl 2.
Personally,
imagine, bro. Oh my
the
god.
The sequel. It's like the Krusty Krab 2.
Oh my god.
Hello, I like money,
Said Fisher.
Why are you doing this? Money.
Hey, Quentin Tarantino, look. Feet.
Oh, boy.
Sorry.
no, that's the other dude.
No, that's Quentin Tarantino.
That's Tarantino.
Oh,
That's
that's
Tarantino.
Tarantino too?
Pulp Fiction, dude.
There was.
Oh.
Who were you thinking of?
Dan Schneider.
Oh,
Well, that's just like.
he's Zappa for kids.
Yeah.
Tarantino, hopefully he likes legal feet.
Yes. Yes.
Of legal age feet.
If the Superman building turns into affordable housing, great, go for it.
What do we have?
50.
Oh, okay.
We're good.
Oh, no, I couldn't see from here.
I doubt it's going to be affordable for anyone.
It's
Realistically,
you're putting $220 million. Me saying $220 million is a lot of money. Then again, I'm not a construction worker and I don't know how much shit is.
No,
that's the
probably
thing. So
Can we also talk about how 10,000 Suns is being demolished for a fucking apartment building too?
wait, where?
I'm really sorry. What's 10,000 Suns?
It's the sunflower field across the pedestrian bridge. Do you know where that?
Oh, they're really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay, question. What's with apartment buildings ever? If you're going to build something, why is it just apartment buildings? Isn't there like other things you could do, like a music
But,
store?
like,
maybe
here-
like bowling. What's
here-
only apartment?
Rocky Point. They should bring that shit back.
Here's
like
my
I
thing.
was been
If you're
saying
gonna-
that for
if
years.
If you're gonna demolish like a fucking, it's technically a park.
Yeah.
If you're gonna demolish that shit, why don't you just demolish a fucking building, like abandoned building instead?
We got a million of them.
Exactly.
Like-
You're just like, oh, new spot, unused. Like, no, fuck out of here, bro.
So that's what I don't get. And like, oh yeah, that's my. Sorry, I just really wanted to send you that during the recording. No, that's what I don't get because it's like, if you're gonna build something in Rhode Island, okay, so be it. Why is it only apartments? Anytime I ever hear of construction, oh, new housing, new apartments. Who the hell is still coming to live in Rhode Island? Everyone's trying to leave. What?
It's because the housing market is shit. So.
Yeah, I know that, but I don't know. I just feel like I think we should talk to Elon Musk. Maybe we can convince him to buy Rocky Point and open it up again. Because then Rhode Island will actually be known for something besides just beaches and restaurants. We could actually have a place to go to during the summer without having to drive to New Jersey, Agawam. Although I do like those spots.
Yeah.
But like, if you kind of think about it, I think we're like the only state in New England that doesn't have like a main attraction for an amusement park. Think about it. Connecticut has Lake Compounce. Massachusetts has Six Flags. New Hampshire has Canopy
Lake.
Vermont and Maine probably have something.
What
not Vermont.
place has Lake Compounds?
Connecticut.
Oh, okay. I mean, we have Newport, we have Narragansett. I mean, we have
more like
eateries, we have
tourist,
Federal
Right,
Hill.
but I was
we
just saying, like for amusement parks,
Yeah.
we used to have Rocky Point.
I think it was just because we couldn't. It was the state couldn't afford it, and like people wouldn't go to Rhode Island for that.
Basically.
And
Mm-hmm.
I think they should because I think they should do it for seasons. They should do like put up really stable carnival rides from June to like August, and keep that running. Or maybe the fall.
What about the people that run that carnival?
Yeah, is that what you're talking about? Because like people, they do that, like in Cranston and
I know,
like
but
Southern
they only
Rhode
do that
Island.
for like the weekends. I'm saying like put it at like Rocky Point, put
Oh,
like
yeah,
amusement park rides up from the summer to the
I
fall.
feel like the people who run the carnivals, like at all those like areas,
would
and
lose
stuff,
money.
No,
Oh.
like they could pull it off. you
True.
know?
But like if they wanted to do anything in Rocky Point, they'd have to do a bunch of renovation because like the skyline there is all old and rusty, like the metal. It's mainly just a lot of empty space.
Where is Rocky Point again?
It's right near Oakland Beach. If you go down a little bit more, I think it's like on like the left side of it. Rocky Point. It's in Warwick.
Yes, it's. We've driven there so many times.
Yeah. It's like
yeah.
You know, like if you were going towards Oakland Beach, I think at one point instead of keep going straight, you would like take a left and you go down like a main road and then you take another left.
Really
and it's right
shitty
there.
main road.
I don't
Yes.
think
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
ever like passed by it.
I forget where it is. If someone who's from Warwick, if that's not wrong, shoot me.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
But
but I haven't been there in a hot minute.
yeah, me neither. We went there last summer.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, took
yeah.
pictures. Yeah.
That's right.
What are we at?
Oh wait, no.
You've been to Rocky Point so many times.
Yeah, I have. What am I talking about? It's the one with the
the thingy. Yes, that thing. I don't know the name of it.
What's it called?
Skyline.
The mob of the dead
That's what
thing.
the
whatever that's called.
Fuck. The
Starts
trolley
with a G.
thingy.
That starts with a G.
Gondola.
Oh, gondola. Yeah.
Yes.
Mob of the dead thing.
Yeah, I've been there before. Never mind.
That's the only thing I could think of the name.
That would be a cool place for a festival.
That's what we're saying.
Where it was. Rocky Point was
Rocky
big
Point
in the 80s and
70s. They used to have concerts
Jeez.
there. They used to have shows.
Like set it up for the funding it from late May to September. That would be a big
Let's
money.
do it ourselves.
That's it. We're gonna start a fundraiser.
Let's do it.
That's
Right.
it.
We could
The
start.
Life on Easy Mode Festival.
So we just discussed some really juicy details about how we plan to fund Rocky Point.
Yes.
Not for you to know.
It will come soon in the summer of 2023. We'll see.
Might want to try 21, 23. I don't know how we're gonna fund this.
We'll see.
We just gotta ask who technically owns Rocky Point? The state.
Probably either that or the municipality of Warwick.
Yeah, whoever either the state or
Warwick.
itself. Yeah, I would think Warwick.
Well, it depends if it's considered state territory.
No, probably the state because I think didn't the state close it down?
I think so.
Yeah, because of funding. So maybe the state.
It would depend. I think if it was considered what territory,
that could
main
be
roads are considered state streets, where
that could be
back
a cool
roads are
project.
municipalities.
Well, we'll keep that to ourselves, though.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
So you'll have to stay tuned until next time.
Yep.
Until we get the full fundraise figured out.
All right. Well, I think that was it. I mean, we talked about. I was gonna talk about the Johnny Depp thing, but that's been. It's
if you want to give a quick update, go ahead.
Basically,
not
Amber
much
Heard's fucked.
Amber Heard's fucked.
Because some
Johnny
more audio
Depp
got released, right?
Yep, and it was one of the famous audios that it's basically saying go on, Johnny, tell the world that you are a victim of domestic violence and see how many people believe you. And then his lawyer asked him, and what do you say to that? And he goes, yes, I am. So I think, and her faces
She's done.
Oh, she's done.
If she wins, this shit is rigged.
Her lawyer objected to one of her own questions. Her lawyer objected to a question he answered. He asked the question and he goes, "Objection, hearsay," to his own fucking question.
Oh yeah, that's right. And then Johnny Depp started laughing.
Yeah.
I just think it's funny her last name is Heard because after this, no one's gonna believe anything she's ever gonna say ever again.
And Aquaman 2, apparently. She's only in it for 10 minutes, but people are saying that's still too much.
Too much.
So I'm still not going to see that movie.
10 minutes that are poisoned.
People are protesting. People are booing Amber Heard leaving or coming in, and Johnny Depp cheering.
I mean, most people are on his side.
He's drawing during the he's giving out candies to his lawyers. He's doodling he doodled one of his lawyers. He passed it to him, and the lawyer was like, "Aw,"
Thanks, Johnny. Yes, Papa.
Wholehearted. But that's it for this week. And by today at 4:00, it'll be probably official that
probably a nuclear war will just start happening outside of America.
This will be the last episode. So, thank you for listening, watching. We are on YouTube, Apple, Pandora, Spotify, Amazon, Twitter, Elon Musk owned Meta. We are in
with the dead reindeer in the pool logo.
We are on PlayStation VR. We are on Xbox Live.
VR.
We're on Nintendo Switch Online.
We're on VR chat.
We're on Wii Sports.
VR
We're a
chat.
new level in Wii Sports.
We're on the back of a Ruppel's bag of chips.
Yep, and we are now on, and this is real,
Valley Breeze.
the Valley Breeze.
That's right.
Yeah.
We posted an ad on the Valley Breeze, so it's if you're in the town of Lincoln, Cumberland, North Providence, I think Woonsocket as well,
North
you may
Smithfield,
see
I
it.
think, too.
I think so. I think it's just basically most of northern
Yeah.
Rhode Island. You may see our ad. Weekly podcast from North Providence. If you want to schedule an interview, try to set something up, you can DM us.
Yep.
DM us on
DM
Instagram
any of
at
us,
Life
yep.
on Easy Mode Podcast.
Or DM any of if you find any of our individual Instagrams, you can DM us. But share with your friends, family. We're here for the long run, boys.
Hell yeah,
So,
bro. And soon, because of us, mark our words, Rocky Point will be up again.
Life on fun mode.
Hell yeah.
Let's go.
All right,
And-
Miguel, do you have any final words for the viewers out there? Sorry, Miguel, do you have any final words for the viewers out there?
Rocky Point.
That thing bleeding